Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long Boys Blues, 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long Boys Blues, 1975.
This is Return of the Jedi on the ZX Spectrum, released by Domark in, well, it says 1987. Were all three ports, you know, Star Wars, Empire and Jedi, released around about the same time? I mean, I know Jedi came out after Star Wars in the arcades, didn't it? Because it was 1983. And then Empire came out in 1985 and was a conversion for the original arcade cabinet that pissed people off because apparently Star Wars made more revenue than Empire, and they couldn't reverse the cabinet once they've done it. Anyway, this is an absolutely fantastic port of an arcade machine. It's a bit Marmite to people because of the previous two games, or the first and third game being vector graphics, but I still think this is a really good port of what is a really fun little arcade machine. They tried to do something different from the original game. Got some nice AY chip goodness there. It's not as long as I would like it to be, but yeah, people complained in the arcades, and I did initially as a kid, although it did have the same amazing yoke that they wanted more of the same, i.e. vector graphics. But I wonder if the reason that they went this route, and like I said, if you remove your nostalgia for Star Wars aside and the vector graphics of the, you know, the original arcade machine, this is still a fun, great little game that perfectly, you know, brings the movie across with its stages. They're all vehicular, again. But yeah, I just think, wouldn't it been a bit too similar? Because you'd have space stages, which would just be wireframe. You go into the Death Star, so kind of trench run-ish. Again, speeder bike stage would have been nice, but you could argue that would still be kind of like the tower stage and stuff like that. Oh, we got to get straight into it. So I kind of like that they went with this isometric thing. Played it in an arcade. I talk about all the time in Minehead, and it was one of my twin brother's favourite arcade games. He loved it. In fact, he was the person who had a copy of it on the ZX Spectrum, but it was the Hit Squad budget re-release. But yeah, I liked it. I really did. And obviously, massive fan of Jedi at the time. Oh, hang on, booby traps. No one there, but I still get the points. But yeah, so there are numerous stages. Obviously, this came out on the Spectrum, you also had the Commodore, the Amiga, and the Atari ST. And they're all pretty good ports. I really do like the Spectrum. It's not for everyone, I get that. It's brutally hard. But so is the arcade. There's no music in game. Sound effects are a bit weak. I believe that is a 128K sound effect, though. It's a bit difficult to judge, but then most isometric games are. And there's no speech. Could have done speech, hence the fact that I hit that tree there. But you know that you're playing Jedi, the arcade game, so bollocks, cool beans. It's brutally difficult. Name of the game in the movie is the bottom of the screen, in case you forgot. To the bottom right of that is the next bonus and the score. Yoink. It's just, you just got to be very spatially aware. 2 for the price of 1. Bog off. That's it. Wonderful, you are now part of the tribe, is what it would have said. Now you go into entering the superstructure of the Death Star. Levels will mix it up. On a very good day, I can get past the Scout Walker level and then into, notice how it changed colour first there. Fuck. Into the stage where you have to fly over Star Destroyers and it's a space battle before you go into the Death Star. Controls are reasonably tight. It's just very cramped, which you would expect if you were flying into a superstructure. We have to destroy the reactor, and then we have to turn around, and then we have to come back, which is even more difficult. Well, we don't turn around because it couldn't do that in a game. But look. So we don't turn around. I completely imagined that. Or dreamt it. You decide. Yoink! But yeah. You're playing Jedi. Oh, what was that? Bonus. Could it have looked better? Probably. Bollocks. Was it done to a time scale? Probably. Don't know if it was there. We still make it to level 2 though. Their big Christmas game or something. Because like I said, I get confused when the 3 ports came out. I do like the fact that they will hit the trees without you ramming them into the trees as well at some point. So it does feel like a bit of a free-for-all. I would say it feels a bit more fairer, but it doesn't because it's brutally hard. It's not seeing the enemy off screen and being shot that is the pain in the ass. Fortunately, the green banks either side you can't crash into. Small mercies. Ah, it's the noise I made when I died. Let's go with medium. Does it mix up the levels once you get past the Ewok level? Well, yeah, because it says level 3. So it's like the Star Wars and Empire difficulty levels. I forget that. But can we get off this level? No. Look, more trees immediately. No global warming on this planet. Probably because it doesn't fucking exist. That was on me. I shouldn't have taken the environment's name in vain. The Miliband gods came for me. But yeah, I like it. Bollocks. Hence the fact that I put it in this series of videos. Like I said, it is brutally difficult. You could argue all 3 of the games are, but this is probably the most difficult. And like I said, judging the trees, because it's isometric, and you're perfectly in the middle of the screen, which means your reaction times are, well, you're screwed. Oh, TIE Fighter. No, it was an Ewok TIE Fighter. Would have liked it if you could have hammered the fire button, but to be fair, you couldn't really in the arcade. There does feel weight to it when you hit the other bikes as well, which is... I missed him. Fuck. Oh, my lives are above next bonus. They're little white squiggly things. Because I keep seeing that, I want to say, is it bumping me back? But yeah, brutally hard. You're not going to see much. We might go back. Fuck it. Pain is good. We will go back after this. I just want to get to... I always liked the bit when you were outside the Death Star and flying over like Star Destroyers and stuff, and you had 2 X-Men either side as wingmen. I always like that, but I can never get very far on it. And I have got a gameplay of this on the arcade and the Amiga and Atari ST. See what even happened there? But I wonder if there's a hack roll. I'm playing this on my retro games, The Spectrum. So, but yeah, I just can't finish that stage. You do get to see it in the demo, the opening demo, you know, gameplay demo on the arcade. So that's what always enticed me in as a kid, because that was the bit I really wanted to play, was, you know, flying through space and shit. See, I'm not even sure if he got a shot off then. So at least Han's not dead, Luke's not dead, sorry. His hair changes colour when he comes off the bike, if you look very carefully. See, I thought I could get through. They can hug the tree line, we can't. It's not an equal opportunity. Bollocks. Empire. Which you would expect. Plus the Empire aren't really the bad guys. Seriously, think about it. I'm sure I rammed him into that tree. I'll get a white stick. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Yeah, it's definitely a bit cheap. But then, like I said, the arcade is as well. And it's got decent reviews. I think I would have been far happier paying $2.99 for it. Ha, fuck you. Sucks to be you, Biker Scout Boy. Than paying full price. Get. There we go. Away from me. Hey, he pulled off straight into a tree. Claims direct that, bitch. Yoink. I still don't know if it's pushing us back. Or is that... Oh, that was on me. Too late. Don't go for it and then back off. Is it going to be... At least we know that we are... starting where we died from. Come on. Fly over here, over here. Ooh. He does nothing. Does there have to be a speeder bike there for him to do something? No, you don't. Oh! It's not really worth the bonuses that you get, to be fair. Ooh, shake harder, boy! But yeah, as you can see, brutally hard. Thank you. Obviously there will be speech there in the arcade. The speech on these old Atari machines was epic. I mean, it was sampled, but it wasn't a perfectly clean sample. But you never heard that as a kid. But to me, it added to its charm. Is he gone? Why is shooting them so difficult? Hey! Do I get a bonus for going through it and then a bonus for him hitting it? Well, probably. Because, you know, you get points when they die anyway, so that's a moot point. Fuck. Couldn't go anywhere then, no, could I? See? At that point, I can't go right. Because there was no red light. See what I did there? Ooh! Some of that in your life. Hey, I only lost one life. Wonderful, you're now part of the tribe. Look at that little Ewok in the middle going fucking mental. Plus, C-3PO's the size of a fucking treehouse. Did it do that last time? Don't know. And also, I forgot to mention, but you can probably tell there are TIE fighters on this stage. Which also you can shoot or ram into the structure. But they do make it super hard. Hence my awkward pause then. Because you don't, even when you get the chance to stick to the side and there are multiple gaps, you don't want to stay in the same place because they'll shoot you. I don't know why I'm explaining this to you. You probably already know this. Right, I do like that effect. In all its attribute class glory. Whoa! And also what it does is really cool is when you get to the space stage, or the Scoutwalker stage, it skips between them. It goes during the Scoutwalker, and then it goes to space to kind of, you know, mirror what's happening in the arcade. I don't understand why you didn't ram properly. I think the hit might be a little bit squiffy here, but watch my old gameplay if you want to see what more of the game looks like. But it will look like ass and you won't see much of it. My gun must be broken. Oh! You can trick them. When they're on the side and there's a tree, get by side of them, or by the side of them, because I speak English, and they'll fly into it. Like that. Ooh, the pressure. That felt awkward. Haha. No, I'm not doing it this time. Ooh, that was lucky. You. Saying silly words and funny voices makes all the difference in these games. That was on me. I always feel a bit fucked when you start next to that tree and that whatever it is, cargo box. Motherfucker, this is hard. It's pretty cramped in the arcades as well. It's not that the display is super cropped in this version or anything. Go on then, find that tree. There we go. Some of that in your life. So they do mix the traps up then. Come on. Must be it, surely. Get some of this in your life. Fuck! It's got one left? No. Yes. Awkward pauses. Quiet. Ha! He died by hitting an Ewok. That was either very funny or could have been very cruel. Ooh! One more go. God, this is the worst I've ever done at this game. There we go. Easy. It's not really though, is it, game? Is it? Just saying. It's the easiest of a balls hard, horrifically fucking nightmarish challenge. Right, so if you just got their forks, is that what they are? On the rear of your bike, that's enough. But I didn't even get to do that then. Is that with 6 lives? 7 lives? Did they even pull the rope? He still shot as he went through the gap. Uchawawa or something. It is satisfying ramming them though, I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't reduce the level of my piss boiling, but hey. And here we are. Because it autocorrects you. Nice little hover bounce going on. Look how low my score is. I'm waiting because I want the music. Do I not get the music? I don't get... Hey! Don't know what it sounds like on the 48K version. Yoink. I was going to say getting in there is easy, but that'll kill me, and it's not, to be fair. Ooh! I might revisit Empire, I might not. To be fair, fuck it. Does that still count? Oh look, I'm just going out and there's no explosion. Am I going to repeat the level? Oh, but I have played it extremely recently, so maybe not. Maybe in a few months, maybe if I'm still doing this, maybe I'll get a white stick. Yeah, that's how you do it. As long as they're touching you, you can force them into the side. He didn't even... Yeah. There we go. Oh, it's so pensive. Imminent death would... That's cheap, motherfucker. Yeah, imminent death would do that to you. Is that my fucked bike at the start? Ooh. Fuck. I find those logs, are just more penance than they're worth. Well, so I think I am going back. A little bit. That was on me. Yeah, I'm terrible at this. It clears that over the years, the more I play Spectrum games, the worse I get. I believe that's called getting old. Ooh! Shake harder, boy. So yeah, this is a fun, good little conversion, but make no mistake, it's unfucking believably hard and very, very frustrating. Which you could argue some people want, but I mean, I don't want to be... Fuck, see, cheap handheld through a game. But yeah, there you go. Return of the Jedi on the ZX Spectrum, granted, albeit on my retro games third Spectrum. It's a great arcade port of what is a great arcade game. It's just not held in as high regard as the other two, which I think is a little unfair. But it is an awesome game. But my God, is it fucking hard. Anyway, as always, I love to know what I think, especially if you played the micro versions back in the day and the arcade and the 16 bits. And it's a shame we didn't get a console port. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.